Just noticed a video, I think it was like actually 2 weeks ago, with Strongman Personal Finance, who now changed his name, I think, to Christopher, what is it, Alexander Bell, like the phone company. I don't know his name. Who knows? Whatever. um, he's always going to be bedpan finance to me. He's always going to be $17 chicken wing finance. Meet Kevin's bowl sucker, bowl liquor finance. It's never going to change for me. You could change your name to whatever you want to change your name to. He doesn't believe I made $15,000 on YouTube, okay, in the last 90 days. Now, this is the thing, Chris. Look, have you ever proved yourself in any way, shape, or form? You couldn't even show a $20 bill. Now, look, I'm not trying to brag here. This is what $10,000 looks like, Chris. Listen, look. You see it? Now, you might say, well, how do I know they're not like, all singles and all that stuff, okay? You could all see their $100 bills, right, Chris? Can you see that? Can you see that, Chris? Okay. Now, this is the thing, Chris. This is very small money to me, okay? I have a whole lot more where this came from. For instance, here, of which you see another $10,000. Okay. So, Chris, I'll tell you what. You want to abuse me? You want to abuse me, Chris? Okay. Show this. Okay. Make a vid now. Now, Chris, I'll tell you what. I can take out a lot more than this. This is nothing. This is peanuts. But I'll tell you what. Let's start with step one, Chris. Show me that you have any money. I mean, Chris, anybody could do a Photoshop. Anybody, like, I'll give you an example. I'm not going to mention names because I don't want to embarrass people. But I happen to know a lot of YouTubers that have tiny balls. We'll leave it at that. I'm giving hints, right? That could very easily Photoshop that they invested $70,000 or their portfolio has $200,000 in it. I've seen this happen a lot, Chris. You understand? It's called Photoshop. But, Chris, this is not, look, you see this, Chris? This is not Photoshop. You can't do this with Photoshop. Look, ready, Chris? Look. Can you do that with Photoshop, Chris? Can you do this with Photoshop? You can't do it. It's not Photoshop, Chris. This is not Photoshop. You understand? This is not Photoshop, okay? So, Chris, with all your Photoshop, videos you put out, which I believe, I'll say it's alleged. I'll say it's alleged to protect myself. But, Chris, you never have a dollar to your name. Here's the facts. You drive a broken down car that's worth about $150. It stinks of your perspiration. It stinks of all of the food that you eat, your McDonald's in there, your teeth are yellow, you can't afford baby diapers. I had to send you $20 to pay back your, fellow worker at your CPA firm, Chris, because you couldn't afford him to pay back chicken wings. You've made various claims. You sold one book a month. Remember on Amazon, don't be a broke loser. You made $10. You said it's good spending money. Remember you said it's good side money. Your wife called me extremely attractive. She said I was very strong. She says I look like a man who could take care of business. I look like a man who could protect his family. Chris, you even went as far to have your own baby watching me, I think, where I had lipstick on my ass and I had my wife's thong underwear on. This is not really cool. Okay, Chris? So before you abuse me, Chris, let's see some money. Okay? You don't believe I make money on YouTube? Let's see some money. Okay? Other than that, Chris, do yourself a big favor. Do yourself a big favor. That one cleaning of your teeth is not going to last too long. Your teeth are already starting, and just in the last video I saw, they're starting to look a little yellow again. You might want to set up a weekly appointment at the dentist to clean your teeth. And in all honesty, Chris, just burn the car that you have. Let me blow it up. The car is a debt trap. It's a debt trap. Get yourself, see, like I have here, this is a reasonable car, Chris. This is a beautiful GMC Arcadia. It's a $35,000 car, very low mileage. I don't know if you see this, Chris, I got double sunroofs. I got the Bose system. I got leather seats here. I got a kick-ass, heated seats that my ass is very, very hot. My balls are very hot. My body's very hot. This is a respectable, reliable car. Chris, you drive a death trap. So can you stop making videos doubting the Apefather, okay, when you drive a car that is less than a Chinese dinner out for me? Chris, when I call up my Chinese restaurant, my local Chinese restaurant, I spend more money than the value of your car. That's all I have to say.